the 7 overs, 8 overs maybe in before tea. So that's another 40 runs. 45. They'll have a time in mind which work they want their bowlers to do today.
Also, you want South Africa out there as much as you possibly to also give your chance wickets of tired legs. And that's why teams strategy of either 30 minutes, 20 minutes before declaring 30 minutes to 40 minutes. Just let them stay out there a bit more torment, and it's during the declaration where the scoring rates should demoralize them a bit more. If New Zealand come back after tea, just have a spurt, really South Africa.
Yeah, a bit of chasing leather. End of your second day on the field. Weary bodies, minds, and the poor. Then come up against fresh ball. Nicely heaved away. Cow corner. And all the way. Is on the charge.
Josh Clarkson get a good beating. 28 and down on Wandwa. Hasn't experienced that here today. Have allowed him to work on areas, and every now and then they move. Yeah. Josh Clarkson was having really good hits, that Ken.
Got under it a little bit, but of power and over the fence. It's as you said, after him with a lot of aggression. But I think Clarkson now wants to hit.
Looking for the has put in. Would be nice, wouldn't it? Or he's gone for amount of runs, but also in the same time he's bought amounts of overs. So seeing 5 there will just feels like the amount of work that he's put in. Showcase the work that we are stories that statistics can't.
Noble effort by Tsepo. Bowling all overs of the day from end. On that. Over 518 for and change as Kamba Nyaka Pendula Magabani.
Tristan Lee didn't have a good return in, and it was like that Josh Clarkson was getting against Tristan Lee and down the track, hitting the ball over the top, down the ground. And bowling changed from Marcus Ackerman and media bowlers yesterday. He's been given reins of the only bowler like Jordan Herman to go under runs to the over, but also one of only two bowlers to bowl less than 10 overs in his eight. He comes in. Kamva Nyakane.
Afternoon, Bendulo. And Jason Smith today. His first ball.
Move from Rivaldo Munsami. Has his helmet on and his standing pacer. The batters to stay inside of the crease was Jason Smith to bowl his good without the risk of them trying to double step at the top.
It's actually yesterday as a plan, especially when they had the whole field up and going about his business really well. I just felt that I couldn't really get him just slowing down a little bit. They could have maybe gone for that approach at that time. But let's see how it goes today again. Scoring hasn't been as easier as, and be now for Jason Smith again.
Marcus Ackerman with umpire Kuma, just all that's being used now is 38 overs over. In South Africa, 3 wickets, though it's not your conventional new popping around. It's actually tap on one at work. But now Jason Smith, he also looked wickets yesterday because of the way he was tight, and with Rivaldo up onto stumps, the batters to generate power through the ball as natural stance, we're making it harder for them to score. Easier for a medium pacer bowler if you just generate a touch more of momentum, step down or standing a couple steps away in front of your, that good ball turns into a half volley. You are being trapped. You are forced to play the that you have very little free ground, because should that back foot be found, the wicket keeper and Rivaldo Munsami feast in trying to stump you.
It does really give a different challenge to what medium pacer much thing, but once you have the keeper like that, it does apply a bit of pressure. Because then kind of circumspect in terms of and how, especially with those wider move out of your crease and you're trying to reach out for them, grabs those and provide really well. Cool.
So it's Jason Smith. Mitch Hay rush. He's having a leisure out there, and if you have the foundation that you have, but he gives that it's a read from Mitch Hay, hitting it off square, past mid on 4.
Pull that. If you ever look at that again, I'm sure we'll see it again. Just a bit of aggression, maybe. Ooh. Kind of opens up it quite straight in front of square, as Benduda mentioned.
It's the control that matters. Never looked to take it over the top. Rode the bounce. Ball was so low. Bats to ensure the ball is down and square shows great control. 524 for 4 after 20 overs.
The South African out there that has gone already. Imagine how frustrating that is.
And the ball never comes your way. Ever. You're just standing there. Thank you for coming. But then after all, being there and just being there at times deters batters from that direction.
True. I was actually going to mention, I was just asked them this morning when they were warming. There was very little running around on the pitch because they knew they were probably still quite some time, and a lot of what was happening as we went past the teams and the South African team was a lot of them were groins, their hamstring, foam rollers out. How much yesterday basically fetching balls, and now today just being there, those calves and those groins really aching at this point.
Down the track, it takes it over the top. Here comes under it. Listen, takes an unbelievable catch. That phenomenal work, and Tsepondwane boiling ball after ball over complete 5 wickets.
Listen, his head. That, ladies and gentlemen, stepping for typical. What a run! What a chase! Those, ladies and gentlemen, those are not easy to take. Is that good dive in the? Oh man! And the 5. Tsepondwane. The morning and afternoon he's had.
It's incredible fielding from Lisa. Talked about must their short extra cover because flexible and as agile as you. And it's so difficult. Breeze in the air, a strong breeze. He had to run with the ball go, and he had to chase it over. The ball has been hit. Shows you how difficult the catch was from Mitch. Hay really got under the scoring. That was up
to get there. My word. Initially, I opted for his man to catch. Worried at the time because I felt Sinetemba Qesile as he was running towards the ball facing with Lesego back and run over his head and like that. My word.
Zach Fawkes. Good for New Zealand. He's going to 350 so far in into a Tsepondwane who's fresh from just down the track. First, no time here. The prowl for quick Wooden Herman. Its way. It's very
nice fielding effort there. Zach Fawkes coming out of 2 back-to-back 50s in the series. the first game where he scores, and the second ODI he scored. Man in form, man with.
They think they had something there. The appeal was a little bit timid.
There's a packet that has picked up in terms of how they've been caught. His first touch from Tepo Reki over his head. Might have been his second or third today. And a catch from Sinatemba Qesile over his head. And then now this brilliant one, probably out of the three.
A really great catch from Sino.
Again, as we look at it, oh, my Sejo.
So it just shows the South Africa, even the chasing from Jordan, the way they've been throwing themselves around the Munsami behind the stumps when the ball. It's been a lot of great field 18. Jason Smith, though, he's trying to.
You know, yesterday that was dropped a deep point. Outside of that, South Africa, the catching, the ground field, if they can take out of this bowling effort.
Is starting to switch because even the way that is switching, the attack of getting wickets will be more of that. It's down, and then you look across, and it's 5 runs.